This episode is sponsored by ExtraHop. ExtraHop provides threat detection and response for the enterprise, not the starship. On-prem security doesn't translate well to cloud or multi-cloud environments, and that's not even counting IoT. ExtraHop automatically discovers everything inside the perimeter, including your cloud workloads and IoT devices, detects these threats up to 35% faster, and helps you act immediately. Ask for a free trial of detection and response for AWS today at extrahop.com/trial. Good morning, AWS, and welcome to the AWS Morning Brief. I'm cloud economist Corey Quinn, and this is once again the AWS Morning Brief. My commentary last week on AWS being impacted by whatever nonsense Amazon's official news Twitter feed is pulling continues to resonate, and I've heard nothing from someone who disagrees yet, which tells me something dark, I guess. Specifically, that I'm onto something and there is no real great counter to it. This is worrisome, but it's Amazon's problem now, for better or worse. Nothing I can do about it. I'm saying the thing that people are thinking. Now, let's see what happened last week in the wide world of AWS. Reduce unwanted traffic on your website with new AWS WAF bot control. I can't wait to implement this myself so I can block people who are dry and humorless from visiting my website, downloading my podcast, signing up for my newsletter, etc. Migrate terabytes of data quickly from Google Cloud to Amazon S3 with AWS Glue Connector for Google BigQuery. Geez, that's a lot of words in a headline, but all right. It's a rare naming of a competitor in an AWS announcement that isn't part of their ill-considered and poorly executed Setting the Record Straight blog series. They managed to also include the phrase, "You might have egress charges for migrating data out of Google BigQuery into Amazon S3 with what was apparently a straight face." Canadian customers dialed in to the benefits of Amazon Connect. Connect remains an AWS service aberration. It's a higher-level service that is aimed at a non-typical AWS customer niche that is somehow, against all odds, actually finding success. Preparing for Kubernetes API deprecations when going from 1.15 to 1.16. Because someone doesn't know how semantic versioning works, but I digress. AWS clearly doesn't know how to handle public deprecations and hates when it's forced upon them by upstream providers. Rust detection using machine learning on AWS. The machine learning detects rust via the presence of evangelists who will undoubtedly not shut up about how very efficient Rust is. Getting started with Amazon location. One of the ways AWS services are hamstrung is in their lack of ability to use higher-level products to demonstrate what the hell it is that they do. Amazon Location is a drop-in replacement for the Google Maps API, which you may recall from its absolutely hilariously high price hike a while back. But Amazon doesn't have a quick and dirty demo that shows you a map. Why is that such a big thing to ask for? I want you to show me a picture, not 10,000 words and a crap ton of YAML. Stop it. This episode is sponsored in part by Chaos Search. As basically everyone knows, trying to do log analytics at scale with an elk stack is expensive, unstable, time-sucking, demeaning, and just basically all around horrible. So why are you still doing it? Or even thinking about it when there's Chaos Search. Chaos Search is a fully managed, scalable log analysis service that lets you add new workloads in minutes and easily retain weeks, months, or years of data. With Chaos Search, you store, connect, and analyze, and you're done. The data lives and stays within your S3 buckets, which means no managing servers, no data movement, and you can save up to 80% versus running an elk stack the old-fashioned way. It's why companies like Equifax, HubSpot, Klarna, AlertLogic, and many more have all turned to Chaos Search. So if you're tired of your elk stacks falling over before it suffers, or of having your log analytics data retention squeezed by the cost, then try Chaos Search today and tell them I sent you. To learn more, visit chaossearch.io. Spend a day with AWS experts and learn how to build a data lake. This course is going to cost you $700, plus whatever the value of the employee's time is while they take the course instead of doing whatever it is they work on. In return, that employee will come away with a thorough understanding of just how far AWS's data and analytics offerings have to go before people will like them. And finally, announcing the AWS Space Accelerator for startups. Not to be confused with the AWS Global Accelerator, which is something completely different. Why would you equate those two? What are you, simple? And that is why AWS service names matter. And that's what happened last week in the wide world of AWS. I am Chief Cloud Economist Corey Quinn. This is the AWS Morning Brief. It's AWS Bill Week. So by all means, visit us at duckbillgroup.com. If your bill is causing you problems or just want someone to complain with and commiserate around the pain, we understand. We're there for you. Talk to you soon.
This has been a Humble Pod production. Stay humble.